Hello. Thanks for clicking in, Fantom freaks. Appreciate it. Today I'm coming at you with another episode of Earning on Fantom, and we're going to be looking at Beethoven X. Beethoven X is a fork of Balancer. Balancer is one of the most unique, advanced, and outstanding DeFi protocols in the entire crypto sphere. It has had every single deep audit done to it. And Beethoven was a fork of Balancer after all of those audits. So it benefits from having all those deep dive audits without having to pay for them, putting stress on their own system. Balancer has actually helped these guys and is providing a little bit of support, and that's pretty cool. So, they got their got basically a nod from the big dog saying, we like what you're doing, and we don't want you to fail because you're a fork of our code and the biggest and baddest one. So, you want that to do good on the baby chain, which compared to Ethereum, that's Fantom, right? So other really cool things we have about this is the amount of support and love that this gets. I recommend watching the Fantom alerts. Also, every time you hear the Justin Beavis guy, who is the owner and developer of Reaper Farm, when he speaks most bullish about a project, it's Beethoven. And same with the Austin from Fantom Alerts, super bullish on this project. Everyone's bullish on this project, and the tech behind it is pretty damn amazing. So let's check it out a little bit. Your spiritually symphonic decentralized investment platform. We leverage best-in-breed DeFi protocols to offer novel decentralized investment strategies built on Balancer V2. Beethoven X is the first next-generation automated market maker protocol on Fantom. Yield-generating portfolios make your crypto work for you. You can get into like an ETF style, where you come in and you can balance to any amount of, different cryptos that you want, and you can yield with those. And it's very interesting. Or you can use their default, default suggestions and get into different farms, and it's pretty interesting. So yield generating portfolios make your crypto work for you with an automatically rebalancing investment pools, meaning as like one thing pumps, it will rebalance, the value down to where it is, and thereby, basically giving you almost like a rebalancer bot, like similar to what CoinEx has, right? But this is automatic, and it's from an AMM. So just like how Ray Dalio's main strategy is to balance his portfolio, right? So he has a whole basket of commodity stocks, assets in his basket, and as one pumps up, right? Say oil shoots through the roof, he automatically sells off that oil into the other assets, and thereby taking anything that pumps and pushes it into those other assets. And we know he went from a 1% to a 5% holding of Bitcoin. So what that means is as Bitcoin goes up, he looks at the 100% value of his portfolio. If Bitcoin races to the moon, a lot of that Bitcoin will be sold off and balanced into the other assets until the Bitcoin is back at the 5%, right? And then if Bitcoin drops down or some of the other assets pump, it will sell off some of those assets and push it into Bitcoin, and thereby bringing that, 5% balance back up. It's a very neat way to kind of compound to, some people call it trading around a core position or core compounding. There's a lot of different ways and that people have used this strategy, but basically it balances out, and you have all of the strong members of your team paying the weak member of your team until he finally gets up and gets going. And then if he pumps, then he will sell off some of his vitalness into the other assets. I think you understand what I'm saying. Everything balances out, and thereby you're buying when something goes low, you're buying more of it. And when something goes up, you're selling some of that. So with our automatically rebalancing investment pools, we turn the concept of an index fund on its head. Instead of paying fees to portfolio managers to rebalance your portfolio, you collect fees from traders who rebalance your portfolio by following arbitrage opportunities. Set it and forget it. Collect fees from traders and arbitrages. Permissionless platform, you control your funds, pull out anytime, all that good stuff. Your funds provide investors with a full spectrum of exposure to the Fantom ecosystem, ranging from promising early stage DeFi tokens to more liquid assets like ETH and BTC. Each fund consists of a basket of underlying assets weighted to provide optimal exposure. Truly decentralized, it is super high speed. I mean, it's on Fantom, right? Beethoven X enables secure and efficient high speed, low cost trading. Start trading immediately. No registration required. Just connect your wallet and you're good to go. And yes, they do have a very nice built-in swap here. Best possible pricing using our smart contract order. There you go. It's got an aggregator. Low slippage trades on stable pools. MEV protection. Gas efficient multi-hop trades utilizing the Balancer V2 Vault. Very cool. Leveraging markets and opportunities, Beethoven X goal is to maximize the risk-adjusted return on your protocol, on your crypto portfolio. We will continue to launch automated investment strategies utilizing best-of-breed DeFi protocols. Strong partnerships with innovative yields optimizers. Yeah, it's a very strong partnership. We're going to look at that, and that's with Reaper, which is the Justin Beavis guy who we all love. We make your portfolio work for you. Community-driven projects, participate in governance and shape the future of Beethoven X. So you get to like decide what the protocols will be and all that good stuff. 80% of the protocol fees will be used to buy back beats. Again, 80% of all protocol fees will be used to buy back beats and redistribute them to liquidity stakers. Future strategies will require beats for participation. Pretty awesome. Let's stop by the Twitter real quick and make sure that they're active, and they got 643 followers. 6,434 followers, and yeah, they are extremely active. The community is the special sauce. It feels like family, a better family than we had in Bonn. I'm not sure what all that means. like a string section that sneaks up on you, and all of this sudden the music unfolds and has many more layers than you thought. Can you hear it? They're very active here, and they're very clever. A lot of their stuff is, based around Beethoven and music, and they're very clever about what they do, and who doesn't like that? Let's check in on some tokenomics real quick. We're at a current price of 72 cents, down 15% for today, but we're really just looking to find a price. This is your this thing has not been launched all that long, so we don't have a great price history. We don't know exactly where this is going, but we do have a max supply of 250 million. Currently, there is 62 million out. So there's still a lot of coins left to be distributed. So that could have some pressure on the protocol, but I imagine they're going to be locking up a whole bunch of these tokens and locking up a whole bunch of TVL, which should, help the price over time. We will see, right? You never know for sure, but because these guys got so much going on, this isn't the most craziest supply in the world. They're not in the billions or anything like that, so we should see a nice rise, but you never know. Could we get back to the $1.23? I think that's going to be an easy ride, but we will see. There is going to be pressure from the pools paying out, right? So let's head over and take a look. This is the swap, and it is as nice as it can be, and it's an aggregator, so you can get all sorts of things. What's really cool about these pools, in the investment farms is like they're not straight, farms, right? A lot of the farms, they come in at like, let's go to like the high yield one. I believe it's called, it's going to be, anything that's paired straight with Beats and only one other crypto, right? So Beats and Fantom or Beats and USDC, these are your high APRs, 409%, 410%, the Fidelio Duet. And in this pool, you have to provide 80% Beats and 20% Fantom. So that's the weight between it. You can put in any one you want, but when you're investing, I just use what they suggest, which is the 80% and 20%, because I'm looking to auto compound over on Reaper, right? So you have your swap, you have your invest farms, and it's, pretty basic. You can come into your different pools, hop in here. There's Bitcoin and USDC, wrapped BTC, and that's 60% wrapped BTC, 40% wrapped Bitcoin. And on this little invest farm section, you have all transactions here, like all transactions leading into the pool, and so that's pretty interesting as well. So you have all these different options that have like the Magic Touch Band Danielle, the FTM Sonata, where you are in a lot of different assets, and it rebalances for you. That's pretty awesome. And then outside of that, you are making the APYs from the LP tokens. So pretty interesting, and you can compose your own pool, add in whatever you like, and start earning from that. I think that's pretty awesome. Now, what I really like about this, of course, is the integration with Reaper Farm. Reaper Farm is one of my favorites, and look at all this great integration they have here. You have your Degen pool with your 2 Degen pools, which is your FTM and Beethoven X FTN, and then USDC Beethoven X. Now let's talk about risk, right? With these you have a lot higher risk, right? Because you are 80% into the Beats token, into the LP. The LP is generally, it's going to be more risky than, Bitcoin or Fantom or Chainlink or whatever. Like, to where over here you're just in the Fantom, you're in Fantom, Chainlink, and PaintSwap, and you're getting paid out in Beats, but you're selling the Beats immediately and just buying more of the underlying assets, right? Actually, this one doesn't even have Beats in it at all. But like they said, in the future, most of them will have Beats in them, which will add more, pressure on the token, which is what we need. I would like them to include Beats into every single one of these pools. Would be good for me. Look at this pool composition. You can see 25% Link, 25% Wrapped Phantom, 25% CRV. So you're holding these tokens, they're going up, and then you're also earning a yield on them. So it's a whole Lego yield on top of yield thing that we love, right? So you're also earning the 0.38% a day in the LP, on this particular one, 0.26 here. They, like I said, deep integration over here. They got a lot of different pools and different ways to grow all this fantastic crypto at a lot, and without any exposure to Beats, right? None of these that don't have this X in it have any exposure to Beats. So you can, through this platform, utilizing this auto compounder, earn 0.2% a day on your, ICE, MIM, and PaintSwap. So solid blue chips being auto compounded on Beethoven. Pretty damn cool, and you can get that all set up over here on Reaper. I did go ahead and get into this Degen one with the FTM and Beats, and I'm going to be adding a lot more in there. I want to get a couple $1,000s up in that pool and just let that work. I'm going to let it sit there, let that go for a while. Wouldn't be bad to get into this Boo. Let's see what the Boo Beats and Fantom pool. Let's see what the weightings are, because I want to use the weightings that are suggested there. So there's actually a lot more of the crypto. Like, there's Spirit in there, there's Boo, there's Taro, there's AnySwap, there's Scream, there's 15% Beats, and 25% Phantom. I think this is an excellent pool, and it's got a nice point. Is that this one here? Yeah, 0.5%. That's killer APY. Both of these pools are great, and the fact that you're in all these different assets, it's all compounding, it's balancing at the same time. This thing is super smart and super cool, and using my favorite auto compounder over here at Reaper Farm is just, turns this thing into a super printer. So I think this is a fantastic place to park some funds. I don't think they're going anywhere. The team's out front, they're trusted, they're loved, they're super active, and that's my quick review of Beethoven X, using it with Reaper Farm. Appreciate you guys. Like, subscribe, all that jazz. Coach Music to catch you up on the flip. Got a lot more earning on Fantom videos coming your way and all sorts of information. And appreciate you guys. I'm out.